name is Henry Kirei, Principal, Kenya YMCA College of Agriculture and Technology. Kenya YMCA College is one of the colleges owned and managed by the National Council of the Kenya YMCA. Welcome to the Kycat Climate Smart Demonstration plots. And because soil is very, very important, we begin at the point where we are making the organic manure. But when it comes to making organic manure, this is where we are making the compost, because we want to use compost manure to improve our soil. So here, what we do is that we bring our students here and we conduct demonstrations. We take them step by step on how to prepare compost, and after that, after it is prepared, we remove it, and this is the already finished product. Because this manure is good, we use it in our demonstration plots as opposed to using inorganic fertilizers. We encourage farmers to apply organic manure because it is made from farm byproducts, from the plants and a bit of animal waste. And as a result, when we have done that, when we apply this manure into our crops, you can already see the kind of crops that are growing.
Actually taking diploma in general agriculture, practicing climate smart, and also part of urban farming. Here now, guys, here whereby we usually now practice the urban farming, a small scale, to the people who are living in urban farming. All the areas whereby there is limited space whereby they can't be able to farm. And here we have one practice known as vertical bag. It is a form of a sack, but we actually invent it to a certain way that can be able to raise certain crops whereby they can be used by a family to sustain it for almost a week. And this, the plant population here about the vertical bag, it can carry actually 360 plants, whereby it is a very large, as the normal land can be able to carry. It also carries variety of the crops, whereby we have the kales, the spinach, and the managu. These crops can be able to sustain a family of almost 20 people. Now welcome guys to our propagation unit, the greenhouse, whereby we do practice the seed propagations on our farm. It is actually a very easy technique. Here now we do use another type of soil, whereby we do call it the cockpit. It is a medium which is being used here in the greenhouse to propagate the seedlings. The crops we do produce here are the mostly we do brassicas, the cabbages, the kumas, the spinach, the beetroots, and also tomatoes and the capsicum. And they're mostly the ones we do practice here. And most of them are being done here, so is most of the farmers, they do practice most of these crops we have here. So most of the students, they are being familiarized with the crops which are in here. So it's when they come outside here in our institution, they can be able to go and raise and improve the way people do farm outside there. And this one is a very simple way whereby the plant population or the million percent of these crops is being raised compared to the outside field whereby most of the farmers do use.
I'm Steven Musau, taking diploma in animal production. This is a course which takes 2.5 years, which is almost 7 semesters. We are going to take you through our bigger units. These are the young one piglets. These ones, they are almost 7. These are just a young one. As I had informed you before, we have done fruit clipping, as you have seen. They have been cut, and we have rejected booster and iron. So by next week, for the male piglets, we are going to do castration, so we can prevent inbreeding. Castration is very important for piglets if you don't want breeding, and also to prevent diseases as UTI diseases. This is our sow which has given birth. They usually give birth from 18 to 21 piglets per birth. And for the piglets to grow and to be sold or to be slaughtered, they take 6 to 8 months. As you have seen, they are still young. They are almost 3 to 4 weeks, as you have seen.
I go by the name Simon Konde, pursuing diploma in animal production. Yeah, we are in the poultry section. Yeah, so as from where I have some, this is a brooder. So tomorrow at 1 we shall be expecting a new batch of chicks, 400 of them. So before we receive the chicks, there's a lot of things they need to be done. First of all, is you need to disinfect the house first. We use disinfectant and salt, right? Then after that, we need to do some calculations a bit before we concentrate. Before we concentrate this product in layers, because the chicks we want to bring their layers. So a small chick layer is occupy 1 meter per square. So we did some calculations so that we became with this circle. Then so what is going on here? Like the height of the brooder. It's really determining the growth rates of the chicks. So in our case, the brooder, it should be 3 feet from the ground, so that it provide smooth ventilation to the chicks, because poor ventilation may lead to diseases and stress. And actually, when a chick has stress, actually it will not eat, and after that it will die, which it will be a loss to the farmer. So at the same time, also we need to have a litter the wood shavings. It should be 4 inches from the ground. The main purpose of that, it should provide comfortability and at the same time to absorb the moisture, right? Then the next thing we need to do, we have these things. This thing we call the electronic bag, right? So in our case, we shall bring 400 chicks. So in our case, we shall be using 4 of them, because per one electronic bag it holds 100 bags, right? So because these are layers chick, these lights, it will be there, it will be here for 3 weeks. Then after 3 weeks, we shall remove these lights so that we can introduce the fluorescent bulbs, right? The main purpose of that is so these chicks, they should get that more energy and that temperature that should sit from their mother. Yeah. Then the next thing we should make sure it should be observed in this brooder. It should be, but we have a thing called biosecurity. In the doorstep there, you've seen a foot bath, so we usually put a disinfectant there. So before you enter into this room, you should disinfect your legs there. Then at the same time, high level of hygiene should be observed here. And at the same time, as you can see, this is ventilation. We have those kind of diseases called CRD, chronic respiratory diseases, like avian influenza, infectious bronchitis. So we control those diseases by providing good ventilation. Yeah. So the other thing is vaccination schedule. So in our chicks, when the chicks we receive them, they are already been vaccinated against Marek's disease. So the only thing we need to do at the age of 7 days, we need to vaccinate them against Gumboro disease. Yeah, the Gumboro disease, that disease that affects the bursa of fabricans. It affects the immunity of the chick. So on day 7, we vaccinate it against Gumboro 1. Then on day 14, we boosted them against Gumboro 2 vaccine. I've already told you that Gumboro disease, it affects the immunity of the bird. Then at the age of 21 day, we give them Lacosta. That is the Newcastle plus IBD. IBD is infectious bronchitis. Yeah. So Newcastle is a very deadly disease in the chicks enterprise. At the same time, infectious bronchitis is a respiratory disease. Then on the age of 28th day, we give them plain Newcastle. Then one thing you should note, after every 6 months, you should boost them against Newcastle. Then at the age of 9 weeks, we are required to give them a vaccine of smallpox. Then at the age of 13 weeks, we give them a vaccine of for typhoid. For typhoid, we inject them intramuscular. Then smallpox, we give them on the wingweb. Then after you've done all of the things, but one thing, in order to succeed in the poultry enterprise, make sure there's a high level of biosecurity, good housing, good feeding, and a high level of hygiene. And that's all.
Welcome to Kenya YMCA College of Agriculture and Technology. Learn to live.